Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Okay, Madam would like to explain about assignment 2. I think some of you have asked questions on what is actually the status is all about. Okay, actually, I just want you to put some status for your meeting because this is going to be your template for the oncoming meetings, okay? So this is an example for mom where this is the cover page. So you have to put your signature and your designation and your name. This is an example of the previous classes, okay? And then in the minutes of meeting, you have to put your agenda, okay? Example for this week or for the past week, the objective of the assignment is basically your agenda. So you have at least 4 agenda that you need to discuss in the meeting, okay? So you should put it there as shown. And then you have to put your linkedin.com account URL for the record. So you can put it as a table or you can also put it in the cover page. It's up to you, okay? As long as everybody has that. And then you take the attendance and put it in, all right? And then if there's anybody who does not turn up, then he or she should give you a solid reason for that lah, okay? And then for the status, that is actually Nadia was asking actually on your behalf, you should put 3 categories of status. The first one is the highlight, the second one is the low light, and the third one is the critical status, if there is any. If there's none, then just put it as none, okay? So for the next coming meetings, this should be the standard way of reporting your project status. And then for the status, you should put it as a list. Example, you have a number 1. Item number 1 is about, example, getting the function ready for each member, example. So that is the item. And then the owner is who? If that is the CEO, then you put the owner CEO there, the name of the CEO. And then the deadline is when the matter is supposed to be accomplished or settled, okay? So if the deadline is tomorrow, you put the deadline is tomorrow. And it must be done as what the deadline is mentioned, okay? So at least when you open up this minutes of meeting for the next coming meeting, you know what is actually being done, being accomplished, or pending, or postponed, or extended, or things like that, okay? So this should be the way you record it in the minutes of meeting. And then for the Gantt chart, there is a formal way of doing this. There's a lot of software also for doing this. But then I only want a very simple Gantt chart that you can create based on Excel, okay? So for the past 3 weeks, at least we have this status. The first one is a team formation, which happened in week 2 or week 3, okay? So you put that as a row to mention the status of being planned, and then the second row is the mention of it being accomplished. So if it's done on time, then it should be put as the same column, probably with a different color or different shade or something like that, okay? So kickoff meeting has been done last week. So it should be done in week 3, and then you should put it there as accomplished. So this A is actually the notation for actual, and this P here is the notation for plan, okay? This is one of the example. You can have other means of doing a Gantt chart. You can find a lot of different templates and different format. But this is the simplest that normally I used to have it during my time, okay? But it does not matter in my class. You can use any format that you wish, okay? As long as you know what you are doing. Okay, so basically this is assignment 2, a very simple one. So it should be due on Monday. So I think you have already done this. It's just that the one that you are actually not so sure about is only on the status, okay? So this should be what I really want to see. Basically, not necessarily the same, but more or less the content is the same, okay? Thank you very much. Good night. Bye-bye.